Hello everybody, my name is Magma and welcome to another commentary video. To be honest, I don't really have too much to talk about. I kind of just want to focus on the drawing in front of you as well as the title of the video. Because, as it states, I have redesigned my character design of Springtrap. This will be the design going forward from here on till whenever I use the character. For those of you who are longtime fans of the channel, you probably know of what the old Springbonnie and Springtrap character designs look like. You probably think of things like this and this, or maybe even some of these from previous of my Five Nights at Freddy series. But you know what, I feel like it's time for a change, and if I'm being completely honest, I'm not too big a fan of my Springtrap design, or at least the older one. I know a lot of you probably like it, you know, it's got that nostalgia, you know, you remember seeing him in the Twisted Nightmare, or even Twisted Freddy, or even other animations you might like. But I never liked this one, to be honest. It just didn't look like Springtrap. I mean, it has the color scheme, it's got like some of the detail, like the scars and the tear in the suit or whatever, but it just never looked like Springtrap. Like, it just wasn't something that you could see like on a thumbnail or whatever and be like, oh, that's Springtrap. I mean, you could tell from the colors and the other little details, like I said, the scars, or even the feet and legs where he's like missing pieces of the suit and it's the robot parts. So you could tell it's Springtrap, right? But I don't know, in terms of the face, it just didn't look like it, and it just looked a little too, I don't know, I guess I really shouldn't be saying this because I'm for this style, but it just looked too cartoony. And I know that's hilarious, you know, because you look at the rest of my series and you look at all my characters, or all the characters I've drawn rather, because, you know, I don't own the Five Nights at Freddy's characters, but if you look at all the characters I've drawn them in a very 2D styled cartoon, Western styled cartoon style, you know, I guess. You know, the ones with like a flat color palette, with the big old, you know, oval eyes and stuff, and just, you know, bigger heads, I guess, you know, just, it doesn't look super, like, correct in terms of anatomy, you know, like the animatronics don't look like animatronics. The only thing that's supposed to make you realize that it's a robot versus like an actual animalistic character is, you know, the neck pieces, which I always make gray for the robots, just so you can indicate, okay, that's the gray part is the robot neck, you know? So then occasionally when they bleed like black for like oil and stuff versus blood. So I do little things like that to distinguish that, you know, they're clearly robots, but overall they're very cartoony still, right? And I like that. That's the style I went with. I like that style a lot. It's the thing I grew up with. Like, I grew up with, you know, the Looney Tunes, or like old Nickelodeon shows like Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, you know, some Cartoon Network stuff like Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Samurai Jack, Chowder, you know, a bunch of different like cartoony shows with a very cartoony look to them and character design. And so I like that, you know, I'm for it. And this one still looks cartoony, don't get me wrong, like it's still very much a cartoon style for the new Springtrap and new Springbonnie design. But I like it more because you can actually tell it's supposed to be Springtrap now, you know? Like, if you compare the picture I'm drawing right now, or even take a screenshot of any other times I've drawn the new version of Springtrap and compare it to like the original model from like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, you could tell it's Springtrap. Like, the head shape is the same, the you know, messed up mouth is the same, the smile, you know, everything else is, and it's in a suit mode. Like, I drew him to look like a suit versus the other animatronics that don't look like they're too much in a suit. And, you know, I like that design, but it kind of doesn't seem right just because, like I said, none of the other characters have like details that resemble this being a suit, you know, so. But I don't know, I like it. I think it works for the Springtrap character. But in terms of the Springbonnie character, I mean, I liked my old Springbonnie design, don't get me wrong. And I mean, the Springbonnie design probably most of you think of is, you know, from A Broken Friendship or some other times I've drawn Springbonnie for whatever type of video. And that one always looked alright to me. I didn't mind that one, maybe mainly because it looked like Bonnie, you know. But I think I had to change it just because if I'm gonna have a new Springtrap design, I just can't keep using the Springbonnie design because it doesn't match. Like, they don't look similar at all. They need to be similar so that when, you know, the Springbonnie turns into Springtrap, it makes sense. Or if I was to do a thing where it's like Springtrap before he became Springtrap, it would have to be the new design so that when he turns into Springtrap, it looks correct. That's why Springbonnie has to go through a new character design as well and look very similar to Springtrap. But it's funny because I don't think we have an official Springtrap model. I know there's those fan ones we see, you know, in like other Five Nights at Freddy's animations, especially SFM animations, but it's not technically the official Springbonnie design. We assume this is what he would look like because, well, like I said, we have the Springtrap model, right? And if you just make the Springtrap model less withered and broken and like decayed, we would assume it looks like this. We would assume Springbonnie looked like this, you know? And maybe that is the case, but we technically don't have an actual canon character design for Springbonnie yet, which is kind of funny now that I think about it. Because he plays such an important role in the series, or at least in the form of Springtrap, but I don't know, that's funny. Maybe one day, maybe we'll get something eventually, which would be cool. I might actually have to find a new voice for it to do for Springbonnie, because as most of you probably know, you know, I did that like crappy southern / sounds like Cleveland Brown from Family Guy voice for Springtrap and Springbonnie for all those videos where I've included them, even in Twisted Nightmare and Twisted Freddy. I did that like crappy crappy southern voice. So I'm probably gonna have to do something else because I don't think that voice would fit with the new character design. I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know what would be a good like voice to have for this character. I'll have to probably play around and see. I was thinking something maybe with like a European / British accent, maybe even Australian. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely something I'm gonna have to experiment with, just because I feel like the southern accent's not gonna work anymore. It's gonna sound too goofy for this new and / cooler design for Springbonnie and Springtrap. But I don't know. Maybe you guys have a suggestion. What do you think would be a good like voice to do for this character? Like leave a comment saying like what type of accent you think I should have, or maybe there's a character in like a movie or TV show you've seen where it's like, oh, that voice would be great for this character. So just like leave it in the comments below what the character is, and I'll look them up and be like, oh yeah, that could be a good voice, or I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so that's basically it. Like I said, just wanted to make this video just to basically explain myself for why I'm redesigning Springtrap. I don't know, I think he looks cool. I know a lot of people are probably going to be a little, not upset or disappointed, but like saddened because, like I said, the other design, a lot of people, you know, like and know. It's very nostalgia for them because of what that character design has been through. I've used that one since like the very beginning, since like Twisted Freddy to like now. And I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I'm changing it. But I think it's time for a change, you know, just something new, something fresh. So I hopefully you like it though. I really like it, and I just hope you guys really like it. So we'll see how it goes, you know. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And you know what? Share the video. You know, share with somebody who might enjoy this type of content. That would really helps a lot, and it'll really help the channel grow. And it'll kick the YouTube algorithm's ass and help promote the videos more. So yeah, please do that. So anyways, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace.